Hi, I'm Daryl.
And I'm Mindy.
We're the two
Food.
trippers, and we are just thrilled this morning because we have one of the true coffee greats in our presence, Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, welcome to Cape Town, South Africa. I know. People wonder how we end up from Europe to South Africa. From Asia. Who knows? Who knows? But we are here with David. How do you say your last name?
Donde.
Dundee, like as in...
No, just like with an O. Donde.
Donde. Yeah. Okay, that sounds great. And we are here at Truth Coffee. David started this operation. What year did you start?
We started in 2009, but here in 2012.
Here in 2012. Wow. And it's an amazing place. You've got this entire steampunk theme. It's just something to see. What's most important? What would you say the most important thing is here?
The coffee is really good. That's my most important thing.
That's kind of the idea. The rest is superficial.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space. There's a cool barista school upstairs, all kinds of art. It's all fun, but at the end of the day, this is what's most important.
You know, it's so important to me that there's this whole holistic thing going on. So it's great to have an amazing looking place, but the coffee mustn't serve the amazing looking place. It has to be the right way around.
Yeah.
We first and foremost, we're about amazing coffee.
What would it be to have a place where it's just a sterile white room and great coffee?
I'll do that next.
Maybe that's too decorative.
No, we'll have some fun with some.
What if it were like a room with like old dingy 70s ceiling tiles?
I'm inviting you to our next creative workshop and what we're going to do. You're great at brainstorming. You've got the perfect question, what if? And that's what we're all about. You know, actually, the underlying thing about us, although we're about coffee, we're quite a philosophically driven company. And for us right now, our mission statement is the joy of extraordinary truth. 3 principles that we don't understand, we don't pretend to understand, we're trying to get to the bottom of it. And it's all about having that inquiring mind, not believing you have the best way to do anything, and certainly not sitting here and admiring the view, the furthest thing from it. We're sitting here going, what if, the whole time. We believe that there's all these flavors in the coffee, and it's us to unlock them and present them in the best way we can. And if we can find great ingredients and just stay out of their way, we can't roast the coffee better, we can't make it better, but we can screw it up. And it's our job, as far as we can, not to.
You're from Cape Town originally, right?
Born and bred.
Lived there your whole life, right?
Whole life.
Whole life. Why coffee?
You know, you sort of dabble in a whole lot of things, and you go through a lot of industries, and I suffer from easy boredom. I can get bored of a topic that's not deep enough quite quickly. And once you run out of learning, you get stuck. And coffee was one of those things that first of all fascinated me, second of all became passionate about. But I didn't get stuck. I didn't come to the end of the learning path and go, yeah, there's a little bit more, but not much more. There's this constant. You get to the top of this hill, and all it does is show you that there's another hill in front of you. And the reward's not in getting to the top of the hill, the reward is climbing the next hill.
Where's the farthest place you shipped to?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we ship to some pretty weird places, because generally those are the ones where they go, well, the courier didn't quite make it here in 4 or 5 days. Yeah, because we didn't really take, the stint on the camel into account, the drone that did the last 5 miles. So, I mean, we've had some pretty weird places. The hardest was Italy. It never arrived. We couldn't get it through. They won't take packages of coffee over 5 kilos or something. It was just ridiculous.
Was that due to the fact of technicality, or was that due to
maybe a slightly trade protectionist technicality? No, I didn't really say that.
You never know.
You know, we were in Italy, and I think we mentioned this before. We were in Napoli, and one roaster. I mean, you're talking about a city with like 2 or 3 million people, one roaster.
They've got a tradition of making sure that whoever's there stays there.
Do you think in the Americas is where they really have pushed forward on that?
I think our coffee's really appreciated in call it the specialty coffee zones of America. Not so much people looking for more traditional Italian burnt sort of flavor, but people trying to unlock the depths of the flavor in the coffee, the complexity. And one of our early principles was flavor, not bitterness. And that's really come through. We truly believe that bitterness is an excuse to replace flavor, and we would never resort to it. every single batch that we roast, no matter what, gets cupped, each individual roast. So we don't pre-blend anything. We roast each component to its optimum, and then we post-blend. So everything gets treated. It's actually the way we develop our coffee. We don't have preconceived ideas of what anything should just taste like. We're just trying to maximize the potential in that coffee. So worry about translation.
Pick up any flavor notes?
Tastes like coffee.
So each of the 5 categories gets marked from 0 to 5, giving you an idea. So one of the things we don't mark that other people do is aroma, because we believe aroma is secondary. It's wonderful, and yes, a lot of our senses are based on aroma. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Wow. Okay, there's our new favorite coffee, boys.
Do you sleep all the coffee you have? Do you sleep?
Yeah, I don't struggle to sleep, but I actually don't drink an exceptionally large amount of coffee. I would have said between 2 and 4 cups a day. There was one day of cupping, and I was judging in a professional cupping and tasting thing to evaluate beans. That was 125 cup day. But we are splitting.
We did a day where we walked around Naples just about 2 weeks ago, where we decided we were going to have 10 cups of espresso, we went on a crawl. And I have to tell you, it took us like 3 days to recover from the crawl.
Okay, I may be the first one to tell you this, but when you do a pub crawl, it's meant to be alcohol.
Oh, jeez. I digress. Oh, sorry.
There is a cure for too much coffee, by the way.
Oh, what's that?
Too much alcohol.
Yeah, if you can keep that proper balance, you know.
Yeah, but maintaining that balance is a guaranteed visit to rehab, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a very sort of non-prescription speedball in a way.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there, yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Why is coffee so prevalent in Cape Town? It's everywhere here.
In 2005, I opened Cape Town's first artisan roastery, and the timing was just right. The foodie wave had started, the third wave of coffee was happening elsewhere. It was my second roastery, headed right, and the timing was perfect. It resonated, and I believe this is a year ago, there were over 150 artisan roasters in Cape Town.
Wow.
But I'm telling you, that's out of date. There are more now. I mean, that's more than any other big city I know of.
And even more coffee shops.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it
That's-
really is ubiquitous.
I must say, this coffee is really quite good.
Really quite good. I think we ended the interview there.
This is excellent coffee, ladies and
We can
gentlemen.
continue.
Remember.
Future for you. What are you looking at?
Not allowed to talk about that just yet. We've got some really cool things up our sleeve. I think for us, it's always about not resting on our laurels. It's about how far can we push this thing, what don't we know. The most exciting thing that I have now is a team of coffee geeks who are trying to take it forward. Sometimes not knowing the rules helps a lot. It's what got us a big kickstart. When I started roasting, the reason I started roasting, I was living out in the countryside, 150 kilometers out. No one would deliver fresh coffee to me once a week. And one of my suppliers said, well, I can't deliver fresh coffee once a week, but what about this client of ours is selling his roaster, if you want to buy it? I went, sure, and I bought this 1 kilo roaster. I had a country hotel. And my biggest advantage is my hotel was 100% empty during the week and 100% full on the weekends. So I had this time to develop this empirical learning process. And not knowing was the biggest asset I had, and having no one to teach me. There's the button, there's on, there's off, let it out when it's brown. Those were the instructions I was given,
I guess the final stuff we'll ask is about Cape Town itself. How has the city grown over the last 10 years?
It's become incredibly cosmopolitan, and I love it a lot more. So Cape Town is welcoming tourists. Cape Townians are not Cape Townians anymore. They're a hodgepodge of people from all over the world. It's always been an incredibly liberal city. It's always been a very cultured city, and it's just getting more so, and that for me is amazing. And there's an energy and a joy and fun. Cape Town is a happy city.
Oh, yeah. And the wine's cheap.
The wine's cheap, the food's cheap, the wine's good, the food's good. You know, before we worry about the price, let's worry about the quality. I'm sure I can get you
when
very
I
cheap
say-
wine anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make it very clear here. When I say the wine is cheap, we can buy for probably the equivalent of how much was the wine you love?
Like $4.
It's like $4 wine. If you had wine like this in the United States, it would cost you $20. I know we talked about this. What is steampunk and why?
Walking around with one of Cape Town's top designers, a guy called Haldane Martin, and a totally unrelated topic, he turned to me and he said, David, you know what you are? And I said, what, Haldane? He said, steampunk. And I went, yes, in this moment of epiphany, I was looking for a Victorian building. So to be honest, it wasn't the building, it was the design. I was actually looking for an excuse to do it. I would never do it again, not because it wasn't huge fun, just because I've done it once. Now we need to find something else to do.
The White Room.
Yeah, exactly, the White Room. So I think it's been fun and it's been rewarding. The danger is people start thinking they're a theme park and don't realize you're about the product, which I'm happy to say hasn't been the case.
Okay, very good. Well, I think we're going to drink the rest of our coffee and get going. Our wonderful coffee. How's that? Wonderful.
Good having you in.
Absolutely.
And sorry I'm on the waters here, but I've been tasting coffee.
So for Daryl,
And Mindy.
we're the two
Food.
trippers. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Please subscribe, and we're going to roll. We eat.
We travel.
We eat and travel. Okay, David, thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you. And we're going to enjoy the rest of our coffee and be on our way. Cheers, everybody, from Cape Town, South Africa.